Today, I wanted to tell you about the time that I personally saw a $100,000 plus inheritance turn into a total pain in the rear, plus a change in the law that'll make sure it won't happen again. Hey, I'm Zach Lundak. I'm an hourly financial planner. So I had this client. She was in her 60s. She became a client after her husband had passed away. In total, her net worth amounted to around $2 million, and about $100,000 of that was invested in about half a dozen individual stocks. She wanted to simplify the portfolio and sell the stocks. That's when we discovered the first issue. Her husband had passed away years ago, and the stock was actually in his name, so she didn't have access to the accounts. We worked with her to get access to the accounts. It took forever, and there was a ton of paperwork, and it was pretty stressful for her. But eventually she was set up, which is when we hit our second issue. When we were evaluating the trades we had to make, we discovered we couldn't see any cost basis. We knew from the process of going through and getting her access to the account that the stock was just in her husband's name when he had passed away, so she should have received a full step up in basis at that time. It should have been pretty straightforward. We would have taken a look at when he passed away, and then we could have used historical stock information to figure out what the basis would have been at that time. However, her husband had set up the dividends to be automatically reinvested, so instead of 6 tax lots, we had over 100 that we needed to calculate. In order to verify the work, we needed an early statement. And due to how much paperwork that this client had had and how much mail she was receiving all the time about other financial accounts, it was pretty difficult for her to track that down. So it dragged on another couple of years. Now, in the end, this all worked out for our client. And there actually was a law change back in 2011 that made it much more incumbent on the banks or custodians to keep track of cost basis. I wanted to share the story because if you have separate accounts from your spouse, please make sure that you tell them about it and that you have it documented so that they can access to those accounts if something happens to you, especially if you are the financial spouse. I also wanted to highlight it is very lucky that this ended up getting sorted out. Just imagine the scenario where husband passes away. In the process of getting this figured out, wife passes away. And then imagine their kids trying to sort through this. If they hadn't known about all the financial stuff that was going on in their lives, you very easily see a scenario where over $100,000 could have been lost due to just bad record keeping. So I hope this was helpful. If you have any questions or comments, please let me know in the comment section below, and I'll be happy to get back to you. Please like and subscribe if you want some more financial planning content. And thanks for watching.